Ah, the industrial setting. Hey, cars driving around, smoke coming out of chimneys. And this is Similition. Welcome everybody. Today we're having a squiz at Demolish and Build 3. We did the demo of this, and the devs have been kind enough to send through an early copy of the release that is happening on the 11th of September, where you'll be able to purchase this game and play it for yourself as well, which is a fantastic thing. I really, really, really enjoyed this when we were playing the demo. I was very sad that the demo was so limited and stuff, but what I've done is I've gone through all of the initial stuff that we went through on the demo, which is demolish an old building that was in here and build ourselves a shed and a little office over there and start our construction company. So we're ready to do our first paying job, which is where I thought it'd be a great idea to start the game. Now, demolish and build, it kind of, for me, gives you it sort of gives you the best of both worlds, in the sense of construction simulator. You're actually building things, you're providing materials, you're building with hammers and other tools and stuff like that. But on the other side of it, you're also doing demolishments and things like that for people. So I'm pretty excited about that. It's 7:39 p.m. and at the moment I don't know whether we actually have a job or anything like that. So let's use our laptop. Let's have a look. Available jobs and job manager. We do have a job, which is this job here. We've got 3 days left, and we need to remove a wall. So let's assign a sledgehammer to that job and a hammer just in case we need it. Beautiful. This is going to give us $500. It's just a basic job at the moment. So this is our computer. This is where we pick up our jobs. This is where we purchase our own tools and all that type of stuff. It's where we find available jobs. Each job shows you what type of tool you need. A tool that's able to demolish wood, a tool that's able to demolish brick and all that type of stuff. In your assets here, we've got tools. We have vehicles that we can buy. We need to work towards buying a skid steer, obviously, first, and probably a Mini X after that. And attachments for all of your gear, your skid steers and stuff like that. So the other thing that we need to do as well is it does give you down here an idea. So this is for pouring concrete. Sledgehammer is for removing demolishing plaster. Shovel is obviously, well, we know what a shovel is for. A trowel is for doing brickwork. A hammer is for building wood structures. So what else do we need? Do we need anything else? There's also ladders in this, which is actually really, really good. And I think we might buy ourselves a ladder because we don't own one. So we'll spend $100 on that. An electricity detector, that's going to be handy at some point in time as well. So we'll do that. So we'll buy that, which means that in our job manager, in this job here, we can also add our ladder just in case we need it. So we'll take those tools with us. Let's go and start the job. Let's start it on the next shift, which is tomorrow morning. So yeah, the ability to slowly build up your equipment, the tools you use, from skyscraping cranes to large excavators, small excavators, and all that type of stuff, which is absolutely brilliant. This is our ute here with our logo on the end, where we can end our shift. We also have a medical bag there in case we injure ourselves, and that's our laptop there as well. So if we bring up our phone, we need to tear down the wall. So we've got sort of 3 days and 5.5 hours to do it. It's 7:08 in the morning. Tear down the wall. Beautiful. Let's head into the house and let's see where this wall is. I don't know where this wall is. through here. It's this wall here. So what we might do is we'll bring that up and we'll grab our sledgehammer and we will start knocking this wall out, I guess. Hopefully it's the right wall. There we go. So we've got to start doing all of this stuff manually. And that's look at all the dust. And that's going to be the tough thing is doing it all manually to begin with until we can buy more machinery and all of that type of stuff. So let's just close that door there and get that out of the way. Okay, nice, easy job to do as a beginning job, and we get $500 for it. And who doesn't love smashing stuff for money, right? I don't know whether you guys have ever done any of your own renovations or anything like that, but if you have, you'll be quite aware of how fun it is to actually do some demolition. So there we go. We'll get you up there. You. All right. So great little job. So what I plan to do is I plan to film over the next week or so. I'm planning to film some episodes of this as we work through our company and we start getting machinery and stuff like that. So keep your eye on that, and you will be able to. You've damaged your client's property. Its value will be. What did I damage? What did I damage? I don't know. I might have hit the wall. There we go. Let's see if we can get rid of that. It looks like I've smashed up some stuff anyway. But hang on. You've damaged property again. How have I damaged the property? Do I have to crouch down maybe to get this stuff? I might have to. Seems to be when I hit those things. Alright. Okay, maybe I needed to crouch down. Maybe that was the issue. I don't know. We'll have to see how we go, but I think we're gonna lose some of our $500 out of this. Alright, so that's done. Let's see if we can get rid of this and this up here. Yeah, so I will so keep your eye on it. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, just subscribe to the channel so that you can see us actually work through this and gather ourselves some of the excellent equipment, do some building as well, which I'm looking forward to doing, and I'm looking forward to seeing what jobs come up as well. So but so far in what I've done so far, everything seems to be working really well, which is a good thing. I haven't had any glitches or any issues or anything. I do have it on pretty high settings, and you know, I think every now and again I get a little bit of a frame glitch and stuff like that, especially when you're outside. But that's probably my fault for boosting everything right up. So there you go. Let's keep getting this wall done and get this job finished, shall we? Okay, there you go. The wall is deleted. I do believe, I think the damage that I did was basically due to hitting the floor, I reckon. So I don't know how much damage we've actually done. It does say that we've done quite a bit of damage. So 500. Do not damage the furniture. So we've damaged the furniture. So we're gonna lose $20 off this job. I don't know how we damaged the furniture from over there. Must have been pieces flying across there, I would say. Is probably what the issue is. I don't know whether we're supposed to clean up as well, tear down the wall, or whether we're but it does look like we're going to. It does look like I'm going to get a bit of a deficit on that job, so that wasn't worth making any. That didn't make us any money at all. That's a good start, isn't it? Finished job confirmed. We'll get a 0 star for that, I think. We got a 4 star, and our money's going to go into the -20, I reckon. Yeah. Okay. There we go. But you can restart a job if you do mess it up. There is the option there to restart the job, but I won't restart the job. I think my reputation may have gone down a little bit there. We've got nothing on there. We've got we did actually lose $20 on that. So let's have a look at what we've got next. Available tasks, available jobs. What are available tasks? That's how many jobs are actually available. This one looks pretty good. What's that? Moving light objects. What do we need to move light objects? I reckon it's going to be vehicles. I don't see anything there. The excavator grapple, that's going to be so fun. That is going to be so fun to do. Skid steer grappler, saw. I can't see anything that... I'm guessing that this will actually give us the opportunity to... it'll probably be something like this that we'll be able to use to move light objects. We'll probably be able to buy that as well. So we probably should just buy... We should just buy that, I reckon. Moving light objects. That should be the skid steer. We're going to need a ladder. We're going to need something to build. So it's a wooden house construction. Let's get stuck straight into that. That's like $5,000's worth. The other one's a broken pipe replacement. Concrete structures and precise digging, which we can't do at the moment. So we're going to need to do that $5,000 job. And demolish wooden structures as well. So maybe we can start by doing that. We need to demolish this thing here. Let's accept that job there. Lovely. And that'll give us a little bit of money there. And what we need to do is go into details, and we're going to take sledgehammer. We're going to take a hammer. Why can't I? Oh, we're going to also take that as well. There we go. That'll do. And maybe we need to take the ladder. We might as well take it all. No, we can't. Okay, so expected income is 1,390. So you got fixed points, fixed costs there. The fuel probably for the skid steer, I would say. Oh, okay. So we don't have something to demolish wooden structures. Oh, that's because what we need is we need a skid steer saw. So if we grab that and we go back to the job manager and we add a skid steer saw. Oh, bit of saving there. I do like that it's saving quite often. Now we have what we need, requirements, that and that. All right, let's start this job. Let's get this job started, shall we? Now, demolishing stuff in the skid steer is so fun. I like to go and completely destroy stuff first. I'm using a combination of controller. So you can see I've got the controller there, and mouse and keyboard. So, and it works very, very well. If we just start demolishing this wood structure, which we can actually get some good demolishment happening with the old skid steer before we actually start using the wood saw. So see if we can get a little bit of that roof there and demolish that as well. Now I don't know whether let's just have a squiz down here at our phone. Let's see, penalties. Demolish the old wooden fence, plus 100, okay. Demolish 65% of the building and demolish 80% of the building. Okay, cool. Let's get out of that and we'll look back up there. So we can demolish the fence, which is quite handy. Demolish that ceiling. Can we get it down? Oh, I mean, like, seriously, if you enjoy using equipment and stuff like that, this is brilliant. This is just brilliant. I love using this equipment. I use it in real life, and I love using it in games as well. One of the things that I loved about Construction Simulator, well, it's the thing that I think probably most of us like about Construction Simulator, is probably the ability to use all of this equipment. Let's see if we can knock the rest of this down. Come on. You can do it. There we go. Got a bit of fence there. Oh, come on. Come on. Need that last bit there. Don't want to demolish anything else other than the fence there. Got our ladder there for when we need it. Let's see if we can't knock this. Oh, simmy. There we go. We'll see if we can't knock this wall down as well, which is fantastic. Now, I do believe you can, well, I know you can end your shift at any time, but I do believe that you can work into the night as well if you need to, or if you want to. If you're on a bit of a deadline for a job or anything like that, it's always a good idea. There we go. We've got some stuff there. I don't think we have a bin here either, so let's just dump all of that there, like that. If we do have a bin here, we can actually... I don't think we do have a bin on site, but if we had a skip on site, we could actually dump a lot of this rubbish in the skip if we want to. So, and I don't know whether that's going to be achievements or extra money and stuff that we're going to have to do at some point in time. So I do enjoy doing it this way. I will show you before I go too far though, that we can go over here, and there we go. And we can actually switch this by going down to there and doing that, and we can actually turn that on now as well. If I turn that on, there we go. And this is basically a saw, so we can use this to actually chop up a lot of the timber and stuff, which is why we required this in the beginning. So this saw will actually destroy a lot of this timber. So, but for me, I kind of much more enjoy just knocking it all down with the bucket. So there we go. You can see that that's cutting that. There we go. Lovely. Now you can change views here as well if you want to, and you can get yourself an external view. I've got to invert the. I need to invert the thing. There we go. It's a little bit janky on the old. See if we can chop up some of this roof here. There we go. Pull some of that over as well. And yeah, you can actually demolish the stuff that's on the ground as well, and sort of cut it down into more manageable pieces of material or waste. So, but definitely more enjoy the knocking everything down with the bucket. I can tell you, it's a lot of fun. So, all right, let's get this done. It doesn't look like it's. It might be getting rid of the fence there. Might be able to get rid of the fence. Doesn't look. Kind of doesn't look like we're getting rid of the fence. So I'm going to resort back to putting my bucket on as well, purely because I do really enjoy doing stuff with the bucket. Muchly so. Let's hold X, and we'll get that one again. We've got a little bit of timber sitting on the back of our skid steer. So, all right, so we can probably scoop up a lot of that stuff if we want to. So it's saying that that our task is complete. It's because we've done a certain percentage of it. But obviously the more we do, the more we get paid for. So let's spin around here and we'll take some more of this house out here. Get rid of that roof there and really destroy my skid steer there. Oh, she doesn't want to come out either. She's stuck. There we go. That's a little bit better. Definitely enjoyable if you like this type of stuff. All right, I'm gonna finish this job off, and I'm gonna get it to a certain level. There we go. Lovely. Try and get this wall down as well. And I might go back into first person view because I love first person view on these type of games. I don't know, it just makes you feel a little bit more like you're there, doesn't it? There we go. Okay, 65% is complete there, which is good. There we go. Come on, you can do it. A little bit more on that wall there. There we go. Maybe easier doing using the saw, but I don't think so. Let's lift that up and try and get that piece out of the way as well. And we also need to destroy this fence too, so I'm going to do that, and then I will see you once we've done that. All right, I feel like despite the fact that I didn't have to, I kind of feel like I really needed to get rid of everything. So, and as I said, you can do as much or as little as you want on this. So, we could put all of this in a nice neat pile here. You know, not that we need to be able to successfully complete the job, but I mean, you know, it's you can play it as much or as little as you want to, really, and I think it adds to the enjoyment of just sort of scraping all of this up and putting it all on in a big pile like that. So, and it works so well as well, like, you know, all of this scooping and all of this scraping and stuff like that. Just it seems to work really, really well. Like the bucket collision and stuff like that is actually really, really, really good. So, there we go. As opposed to, you know, if you're playing something like Farm Sim or something like that, then it's Farm Sim sort of doesn't have quite the bucket collision and all that type of stuff in it. Also, the difference there is that this in this one we can actually pick stuff up in our bucket like that, and it's physically in there. It's not like a texture or anything like that. It's actually physically inside your bucket. So, and it can pop out if you're running a little bit ragged, going a little bit too fast, and all that type of stuff. So there you go. That's pretty cool. The other thing that I just wanted to show you really quickly was that if we just bring that down, we can actually get rid of all of this, scrape all of this ground off. And there is jobs that require us that do require us to do this as well. So that's pretty cool when we're clearing sites and stuff like that. That seems to work really, really well. Let's just bring him down here, and we'll drop you down, and we will get out of here. Where are we? Just want to check my phone for starters. Fence demolition done. Job, yes. Demolish old farmhouse. Demolish 80% of the building. So we're going to get an extra $500. So we still haven't done that. So Let's just make sure, and the reason that probably is because there's some larger pieces in here. So breaking down those larger pieces is pretty essential, which is what the saw is probably the best thing for. So if we just go and grab the saw now, around we go. Let's go down here and switch. There we go. Thank you very much. Spin around again, turn that on, and we can actually go and sort of break up the larger bits of this stuff like so, and that'll bring us up to the 80%. So, and get us that extra bonus. See if we can saw that in. Oh, flung that out with the saw, didn't we? Let's just see what we can get there. Come on, there we go. That's a little bit better. I don't like the saw as much as I like the other attachments that I've used. You can also use this. You can also use this skid steer to lift, you know, stacks of wood and stuff like that if you want to. So, so it's also really handy with that. It's got kind of a lift hook on it, which you can use. Let's see if we can get rid of that. See if we can get rid of some of this stuff. There we go. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. That's it. And as we do this, we'll actually unlock. We'll actually sort of get more bonus and stuff. So we'll get that. Bring that flung out of the way, didn't it? We're better off going down the center here and trying to do it that way. There we go. Bring it down a little bit more. Oh, luckily we've got a little bit of cover there as well, and a little bit of protection. Okay, we've just hit the 80%. Let's have a quick squiz at our phone. That's all of the bonuses that we are going to get for this. So we can probably finish this job now. Let's just bring our Bobcat out. Now, if I was playing this by myself, I would clean up all of that junk and put it all in a big pile. But I'm not going to do it on this one. There we go. Lovely. Okay, to get out, we need to look down there, and we need to get out of our vehicles. So there you go. I'm using a controller a bit now as well. So, but you can injure yourself, and when you injure yourself, you do need to heal. It does cost you $50 from memory every time you heal. So we've got our bonuses there. We can finish this job off as well. Let's finish that. We'll confirm that, and we'll see what type of score we get. $3,040 smackaroonies, you beauty. That's good. Okay, continue on there, and then we'll end up back at our yard as well. One of the things that would be really cool about this is having the ability to move around the map and drive around the streets and stuff. But that would be, there's our skid steer there. That would be a little bit more complex, I think, and it would take a lot more work. So it's probably worthwhile. This is our workshop. I haven't really done anything in our workshop and our shed yet. Old Indians never die. They just have better stories to tell. I would love to have an old Indian motorbike like that. That would be fantastic. My garage. What happens in my garage stays in my garage. My rules. Yes, indeed. We've got some tools there, an oxy torch. Lovely. So there we go. Look at that. That's another job. What have we got in here now? Well, we do have some money. So what we could do now is we could look at. We've only got $6,860, so we can't afford to buy ourselves a compact excavator as yet. So Available job wise, what does that need? Light debris clearing. What kind of thing does light debris clearing? I think probably our skid steer. So I think we're going to accept that job. And we also have a wooden house construction there as well. Let's have a squeeze at this, and what we should be able to do is we should be able to add our bobcat to that job, and that is perfectly fine. So let's start that job up, and we'll do it on our next shift. So all right, here we go. It's 7 o'clock in the morning. That's about what time? 6:30, 7 o'clock, what time we all do. Fill containers with 60%, 75%, 90% of the debris. This is going to be fun. And this will give you an example of being able to physically pick up this stuff. Okay, down we go. We'll grab a bit of that, like that. We'll try and be a little bit. There we go. So we've got 3 containers here that we can use if we want to. We can actually fit this skid steer inside the containers. There you go. We'll dump that, and we'll grab ourselves some more. Down you go. Scoop up a whole pile more stuff, and we will eventually go over the other side and sort of push it more towards the... Oh, she's a bit heavy, actually. I think I can actually feel it a little bit, unless we're stuck on... We might be stuck on a piece, and I think we are. But let's get this stuff in here as well. Great fun stuff. Great fun stuff. Really, really enjoying it. Now, I don't know whether it means filling one container or whether it means filling lots of containers when it says fill 60%. We'll just push that in there like that. And we'll drop this down to here. And try and pick up this. Get ourselves another good load. There we go. Spin around. The beauty of driving a skid steer, isn't it? You can basically spin on the spot, but you don't want to do that if you're in relatively wet or soft ground, or you'll just make an absolute and utter mess of it. But it's not too bad when the ground's relatively dry, so let's just push this stuff over as well. Push you into a pile right there, and we'll grab that. All right, we don't want too much. What a great job. What a great job. Oh, come on. Is that too much, Simi? No, that's all right. Only just made it. It was getting pretty heavy there for a sec. So, one of the things that I had to do when I did my skid steer license, I remember quite well, is we had to completely fill our bucket with really heavy stuff. And drive with the bucket up in the air like that, and try and keep the skid steer balanced and prevent it from tipping over on its nose. So, and then they got us to actually tip it over on its nose, so we could learn how to actually learn how to control it and how to regain balance on the skid steer. Quite fun because it is really, really, when you're loading it at the back of a truck. And you do need to bring your bucket up as high as the skid steer will take it, then it can be quite difficult to maintain the balance, and you've got to be really fine on the controls and stuff. So that's yeah, but all good learning and all good fun. But once you sort of start getting used to the balance of everything there and the way that it all works. And each bobcat, runs a little bit different, so you get used to what it does and how it performs. and eventually you can roll around and do things like the old Bobcat ballets, which are absolutely awesome. So here we go. We're getting there. We are getting there. But what I will do is, I don't know whether you guys, let me know in the comments below whether you want to see me do these jobs completely and you want to see every bucket, or whether you want to just see an overview, you know, without watching the entire job. Oh yeah, there we go. There's a little bit of overbalance right there. So, and you can also control that balance with a little bit of throttle input as well. So for example, if your nose is dropping down, then you can actually put in a little bit of forward stick to help counterbalance that. So all right, there we go. Grab this as well. Super fun. See how we're getting a little bit forward heavy, or bucket heavy basically, which is trying to bring the nose of the Bobcat down. Got you in, and I'll scoot you in as well. Like that. See if I can't really get those bits off. So I like the dust though. I do wonder, I don't know whether at some point in time we're going to need to do dust control and stuff. So on demolition sites, they usually have some form of water, and whether it be a labourer just sitting there with a bloody hose spraying the ground and spraying the building that you're pulling apart, or whether it be some sort of sprinkler system and stuff, but they do need to do that stuff to prevent all of the dust and to keep the dust down. So I wonder whether this game's going to implement that as well. A little bit falling down there. All right, I'm going to get this finished, and I will see you guys when it is done. All right, guys, it looks like we might nearly be done. There's actually a lot more in that than what I thought, so but we haven't done too bad a job. With probably a little bit more cleaning up to do, but let's just have a look at what this is saying. 75%. Job is complete. Beautiful. That's what we want to see. All right, let's get out of here, and we'll go and finish the job. So, yeah, there was actually quite a little bit, quite a lot of stuff in there, wasn't there? We can actually finish the job off if we want to by picking some of this stuff up, but it works really, really, really well. Like the skid steer picking all of that stuff up. Actually works really, really well, so I didn't have too much trouble. I did use the chain link fence a little bit to scrape up the rest of the debris, which was okay. It was okay to do that, so I think it was okay to do that anyway. But there you go. I think I would suggest that if you do have access to a controller, I use an Xbox controller. If you do have access to a controller, it's nice to use the controller when you're operating your machinery. The controls are pretty intuitive and stuff, and then just sort of use the keyboard when you're doing the rest of it. But for now, but yeah, so if you do have access to a controller, definitely use it. If you like using a controller, of course. But that's only my recommendation and my suggestion. I haven't tried using the skid steer with the mouse, so, but I'm pretty sure that it would probably work really, really well. I did notice that you need two hands, so your W, A, S, and D. Your A and D is your left and right. Your W and S is your forward and backwards, and then your arrow keys on your right hand. You use those to control the bucket and to control the arm. So Again, that was actually relatively intuitive when I tried that out as well. I just prefer to use a controller. So this is Demolish and Build 3, guys. It's releasing on the 11th of September. I've been really excited about this coming out ever since I played the demo, and thankfully it is happening. So let's confirm that. So in the next episode, we'll continue on doing our jobs and see if we can work up towards buying ourselves an excavator and doing some excavating jobs and see how all that works and stuff. That's a 5-star job, that one. And we got 2,970. I reckon we've got 970 bonus on that, because I think the job was only worth $2,000, wasn't it? Or was it worth 2,500? I'm not sure. But Demolish and Build 3. Thank you, everybody, for watching. I appreciate it very much, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Ciao for now. Bye.